Today I woke up to a beautiful springtime morning. So I grabbed a cup of coffee and went outside. I walked over to my herb garden and noticed how beautiful and fresh all my herbs look. They're really at their peak of their freshness right now. So I had some basil, I had some cilantro, and some fresh parsley, so I cut a nice big bunch of that. I also noticed on my lemon tree they were ripe and ready to go. So I came inside and I was inspired by all these fresh ingredients, and I really want to put together something special today, something to really showcase these flavors. So I'm going to make something a little different. I'm going to put a twist on the traditional Antipasto salad. And of course, the centerpiece is going to be my Philadelphia cream cheese. Now we're going to make our medallions, the centerpiece of this beautiful Antipasto salad. In my mixing bowl, I've added 8 ounces of Philadelphia brand regular cream cheese. Now to that mixture, I'm going to add a ½ cup of finely chopped green onions, about 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped basil, and a ½ cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes. I like the variety that's packed in oil. Once I get this into my mixing bowl, I'm going to kind of give it a little stir here. Now we're trying to keep our cream cheese kind of cold. If you have to, you can always put it in the microwave for a few seconds to help soften it, but try not to if you don't have to. Now, here's a little special ingredient. This is going to be our chopped pepperoni. This is what really gives these little medallions a nice little zing. It's kind of a good surprise. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to keep on mixing my cream cheese mixture. When I get this mixture all blended here, I want to form little patties or little medallions. Because what we're going to do is put a nice crispy coating on them and make them nice and crunchy. So now I have my mixture pretty much mixed up here. I'm just going to take a tablespoon and on a waxed paper, on a baking sheet, I'm just going to place little spoonfuls and kind of flatten them down. Then I'm going to take these little patties and put them into the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes until they're nice and firm. My medallions are ready to go. I just took them out of the freezer and they're nice and firm. Now I was able to get 12 medallions, which is going to be perfect because everybody's going to want as many of these as they can get. Now on one plate here I have a cup of flour. Next to that I have set up a bowl that is filled with 2 beaten eggs, and another plate that has 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. To that I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of dried oregano and a ½ cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. And I'm just going to put that on my plate and kind of mix it around a little bit. That's going to make a nice crisp crunchy coating on our medallions. That's going to be full of flavor. So all I'm going to do is take my chilled medallion and just kind of dust it a little bit in the flour, shaking off all the excess. That's going to kind of seal our cream cheese. Next, I'm going to lightly dip it into the egg, and then I'm going to proceed to go on to my panko breadcrumbs. Now, once my medallion is nicely coated, I'm going to take that and lower it into my pan on the stove that has about 1 to 2 inches of oil in it. Now I just need to cook these for just a short while because I want them to get nice and golden brown and crispy, but I don't want them to be oily. I still want all that fresh flavor to come out. Now it's time to work on our nice light lemony vinaigrette. Now I chose to do something like this that was fresh and full of flavor opposed to the traditional Italian heavy dressing. So I really want to bring out all those nice flavors that we're going to have in our fresh herbs and something that really is going to balance those nice cream cheese medallions. So I have already going in this mixing bowl 1 whole freshly squeezed lemon. I've also added 2 cloves of crushed garlic and a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to add some fresh ground pepper to this, as much as you want to. And then I need to add just a little bit of sugar, and that's just to balance off all that acid we have going on in here. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of sugar. And now I want to slowly drizzle in a good quality olive oil. I have approximately 1 cup here. Now, I have my vinaigrette all emulsified, all mixed up and ready to go. So to that, right straight in the bowl, we're going to go ahead and add about 4 to 6 cups of greens. Now, I'm going to use a mixed spring mix today. You could use romaine, you could use a butter lettuce, you can use anything that you like, whatever looks the best in your grocery store. Now, this is what's really going to set this salad apart. I'm going to take my fresh herbs and I'm going to kind of treat it as a lettuce. I'm not going to go ahead and mince them up fine. I'm going to just take each separate leaf and toss it right into my salad. Now, of course, I've already washed these. But what's kind of fun about this is every time you take a bite into the salad, you have a different herb, so you get a different taste. It's so fun to eat the salad. I have tossed all my beautiful spring greens in this nice light lemony vinaigrette, and now it's time to plate our salad. So I'm just going to take a nice generous portion and place it right in the center. Now we're going to have some fun and add our garnishes. Now, the garnishes are really up to you. Whatever looks nice and fresh in the store is what we want to put on. So today I found some nice cucumbers, so I'm just going to arrange those. Now I'm going to add some banana peppers. And then my grocery store today, I found these really pretty bright orange bell peppers. And I selected these because I think they're going to be really pretty next to this nice purple of this onion. We always want to keep in mind how things are going to look when we put them on the plate. We want them to be beautiful to the eye and wonderful to eat. Now we like olives, so I'm going to put olives right down the middle too. Now it's time for the center of attraction here, our cheese medallions. So I'm just going to place that in the middle. You can place 2 to 3 depending on your appetite, but I'm going to tell you, everybody's going to come back for some more. So I think this would be a wonderful addition to your next pizza dinner, your next spaghetti dinner. You know, it's kind of time to jazz things up a little bit. Try something new. Put a twist on the traditional and try this wonderful fresh antipasto salad tonight.